KSLA News 12 now at 4. What happens to your money after you're gone? Well, it's something that you need to think about before it's too late. So here today to talk to us about the great wealth transfer is Jennifer Delcomen from Evans Financial. So thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Let's talk a little bit about the massive wealth shift. What is this?
So this is when all of those assets that have been accumulated by the baby boomer generation, when they start to transfer their assets to their heirs, maybe kids or grandchildren, which are usually the Gen X and Millennial. They're the ones usually inheriting those funds. But this is one of the largest, this is going to possibly be one of the largest transfers in history, and it's expected to be around $30 to $70 trillion over the upcoming years.
Wow, that is a staggering number.
Yes, I know.
So what kind of impact is this going to have on inheritance and investments across the board?
So whenever this younger generation is accumulating or starting to receive some of these inheritance from their baby boomers, it's going to impact tremendously over everything when it comes to the housing market, when it comes to investment strategies and whatnot, because let's face it, their thought process is different than their parents or their grandparents when it comes to what are their values, what are their, how do they want to spend the money that they're going to receive.
That's very interesting. That's a good way to think about it, because you think about just the money in the bank account, but there are many, many different assets, and it's really going to have a big impact on financial priorities, like you mentioned.
Right. Yes, absolutely, because it is, depending upon what those goals and priorities are, their values, younger generations, we just think, I say we, but we think of things differently than what our parents and grandparents did. We have more debt when it comes to either spending or even for educational expenses. And then, like I said, it just, I feel like people don't save as much as what the older generations did. So
it's something that we really need to be thinking about now, and it's good to have a plan in place. It's always good to have a plan just in case. You never know.
Absolutely, especially with some of the upcoming, all the new things that can be happening to the Gen X and the Millennials. It could be beneficial to meet with a financial professional to make sure that you are taking advantage of all the tax laws and making sure that you're going to keep more of that nest egg in your pocket and not Uncle Sam's.
A lot of good information. Well, thanks for joining us today and sharing it.
Thank you so much.